Welcome back, my wasted youth. This is Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition the right way. When last we left our intrepid hero, we had completely finished, getting our Thunder Badge, and we are now on Route 11, trying to see what's here. There are actually a few Pokemon in this patch of wild, tall grass. We're not there yet. Right now, all we're doing is ripping through 10 trainer battles. Yeah, man, that's a lot. So let's talk to this gambler. Well, good, man, because I am here to compete. So hopefully you bring your A game. Now, this gambler has got nothing we haven't seen before. Yeah, Bellsprout is not a threat at all, and that's fine. So we are going to switch right into Charmander, because anything with fire is going to rip right through plants. So let's see if that does actually work this time. And does Ember work? That works pretty well. So, it says super effective, which is great because it is. And one more Ember. Will it rip through this Bellsprout? Yes, it will. That is great. Okay, so now everybody gets experience, and Gambler is about to use an Oddish. I'm not worried about that at all, but I am going to switch out. Now, I'm going to bring Squirtle back in. I want Squirtle to gain at least another, let's say, 10 levels out of this. Not going to happen with this fight, but that's okay. So, Charmander is going to come right back in and Ember this Oddish into oblivion. Absorb does absolutely nothing, and that's perfectly fine. So, is Ember going to work? Of course it will. Now it's just a matter of how much. And that looks great. Oddish is burned, that's perfect. Charmander being poisoned, I'm not really worried about. So, is Ember going to work and completely wipe this thing out? Of course it is. And just like that, Oddish is down. Squirtle has grown to level 15, which is perfect, and has learned a great move. That is definitely going to help us. So, we have defeated Gambler. Wonderful, man. No, you had no chance, man. None at all. Are you okay? Well, I know, man. Okay, so now all we're going to do is continue walking with our poisoned Charmander over here. Hi. Oh, wow. Well, then you should be really easy. Okay, so we actually have got another Gambler. I'm not too worried about it at all. So let's see what this guy has. He has a level 18 Growlithe. Hey, okay, that's fine. Let's see what happens when we hit it with Water Gun. Now, yes, we are definitely level disadvantaged. We're using water. Is this a good idea? You know, that's not that bad. So let's try it again. He is definitely going to bite, and we are going to Water Gun. Can we take this Growlithe clean out? Not quite. Okay, so one more time. Roar is not going to do anything. Squirtle using Water Gun is perfect, and this Growlithe is down. Brilliant. Hey, that's great, man. What? Huh. No. Whoa. Okay, what is Vulpix?
Vulpix, a fox Pokemon. Its 6 tails are extremely beautiful. As it evolves, it grows even more tails.
Vulpix is a fire type that evolves into Ninetales through use of a Fire Stone. Even though Ninetales is insanely fast, Vulpix really doesn't show what it's worth at all. At level 1, it learns both Ember and Tail Whip. At 16, it has Quick Attack, and at 21, it learns Roar. It doesn't actually learn any real fire moves until after level 35. It can learn a handful of good TMs, but really the only reason you'd be taking Vulpix is to wait and wait and wait until you can evolve it to Ninetales. It has a defensive disadvantage to water, ground, and rock type, and an offensive advantage to grass, ice, and bugs. Nintendo of America was planning on calling Vulpix Firefox, but ultimately, Vulpus is Latin for fox. Oh, hey man, that's great. Okay, so let's see if Water Gun can actually do the exact same thing. Now, I am going to be kind of tentative on this. As soon as Squirtle is even remotely close to being bumped off, I am pulling him out. And that would be this right now, right after this shot. So, Squirtle is definitely going to be pulled out after here. And instead, we are going to bring in a poisoned Charmander. I'm actually not too worried about this one. Quick Attack is going to hurt, Charmander is going to be hurt by poison, but Charmander is still strong enough, even just with Scratch, to be able to take this Vulpix out itself. We still have to go back to a Pokemon Center and heal up, so I'm not really worried about it. And so Squirtle is now level 16, man. This is exactly what I wanted. Great. So we have defeated Gambler, and just like that, he saw it coming. Well, you know, if you've never won, yeah, Squirtle is not going to evolve for us either. That's a bad idea, so he has stopped. You okay? Yeah, it was, but you were totally unprepared. I'm just saying. And down here we have got... well, we've got this kid. And so after a random battle with just some level 16 Pidgey, we face a kid who is the best in his class. Which is great, but if he's homeschooled, he's a class of 1. That's not impressive at all, but he does have 3 things he wants us to fight. And all 3 of them are level 17 Rattatas. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to see if Water Gun is going to work. Personally, I don't think it will, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. We're 1 level down, and that's really not that bad. Now remember though, these are all level 17s, which means they do have Hyper Fang. This could go horribly wrong, horribly quickly. But, you know what? It doesn't look like it's going that poorly. So Squirtle will get all the experience for that very first Rattata. Perfect. He is about to use a Rattata. That's fine. I'm not going to switch out at all. And so let's see if Water Gun is going to work just as effectively. Okay, now it's time to get Squirtle out of there. Okay. Well, that's fine. So we are instead going to bring in, tell you what, how about Charmander? Sure, why not? See if fire can actually rip through these Rattatas. That's the Hyper Fang I was worried about. How much damage is it going to do? Well, that's pretty fair chunk. So, hey, perfect, man. That's great. That could not have gone any better. Youngster's about to use, Eradicate. Well, that's fine too. Yes, I am definitely going to switch out. I was obviously mistaken. I thought there were 3 Rattatas. I was wrong. One of them is definitely a level 17 Eradicate. Well, yeah, we're switching out again. And in this case, I'm actually just going for Butterfree. And see if Confusion can rip through this Eradicate. Tackle is going to hurt. Not that much though, fortunately. So now, ideally what I should have done is put it to sleep first. But I figure this is probably a pretty good shot. We're going to get 2 shots of Confusion off, and that's going to work. Hey, wonderful, man. So, Squirtle is now level 17. This is exactly what I was looking for. And we have defeated Youngster. Yeah, I think you do too. You okay? No, Squirtle is not evolving. But that's okay. We will have Squirtle evolve later. You okay? Really, you know what? I've heard that from a lot of people. We are definitely going to have to check that thing out. Okay, but who are you? You've never... well, it's only because you've been battling that kid who's never won. Now you get to see how you handle a different trainer. Okay, now this Gambler has got the level 18 Voltorb. You know, I actually don't mind in this case. See, Voltorb doesn't learn that self-destruct until level 22. So right now, this is just a whole lot of Sonic Boom and a whole lot of Tackle. And Screech as well. Nothing really all that bad. I am going to try to put this one to sleep, though. And then I'm just going to sit back on Confusion. Hopefully, this will work relatively well. Butterfree definitely has a level advantage, so now let's see if it can actually do anything. It looks like 3 shots of Confusion should go, but unfortunately Voltorb is fast enough that this is going to potentially hurt. We got lucky though, and Voltorb is down, man, that's great. Gambler's about to use a Magnemite, of course I'm going to switch out. And I'm going to switch into Squirtle again. Yes, it is definitely a poor type choice, but Squirtle isn't staying in. Squirtle is only there just for the experience. So now let's see with Pikachu and Slam. My initial plan here is I'm going to use Thunder Wave, and that way, Magnemite is going to be slowed down completely and potentially paralyzed, which is perfect. Then at that point, I'm just going to continue sitting back on Slam and seeing how much damage Slam actually does. Hopefully it is enough to take this thing out pretty quickly, and it looks like it is. That's great. So, everybody gained some experience, and we have defeated a guy who has never lost. Well, yeah, see, you weren't that difficult. I'm just saying. Hey, what's this? Yeah. Yep, that's right. We get an escape rope. For all our trouble, we get an escape rope. Perfect. But now we come down here, and we are about to walk into bad things. Yeah. Okay. So just like this, we are watching out for live wires. I'm not worried about live wires at all. So let's see what he has for us. Now this engineer has got... Okay, he's got a level 18 Magnemite. And yes, Squirtle is still coming back in, but I kinda liked what we did last time. So I'm going to bring in Pikachu. And we are going to rely kinda on the exact same thing we did last time. Pikachu is going to Thunder Wave right out of the gate, and hopefully this thing will be paralyzed enough that we should actually be able to kind of defeat it here. So let's see if Slam is actually going to work, and it looks like it does pretty well. So one more Slam misses, of course it does. Will a second one miss? No, it won't. Can we take it out? Not quite, but a quick attack will. So, just like that, Magnemite is down, and man, that is perfect. Okay, but the problem is he has got another Magnemite. So yes, I am going to switch out. I'm going to switch right back into Squirtle. Okay, so here is another level 18 Magnemite. And yes, of course, right back into Pikachu. And hopefully the exact same thing is going to happen. Now Tackle is still going to do a little bit of damage. That's fine. Let's see if this works. Because this isn't the fight that I'm worried about. The next one, however, is, I think. So, Slam is going to miss. Of course it's going to miss. Will it miss a second time? No, it won't. And that's fine. So, Tackle is going to hit. That's great. And one more Slam. Unfortunately, we're still going to have to use a Quick Attack at the end of this. Okay, we can do that. So here is Quick Attack. And just like that, this Magnemite is down. That's great, and Squirtle is now level 18. Man, this keeps getting better and better. Wow. Yeah, okay, well, we are definitely going to switch back into Squirtle, and, whoa. Okay, what is a Magneton?
Magneton, the magnet Pokemon. Evolved form of Magnemite. Its anti-gravitational powers allow it to remove and emit powerful magnetic and electric fields.
Magneton is an electric type that evolves from Magnemite at level 30, by which point it's already got Tackle, Sonic Boom, Thunder Shock, and Supersonic. At level 38 it learns Thunder Wave, at 46 it learns Swift, and at 54 it learns Screech. Magneton has great HP and a good special, and a very good defense as well, and can learn a handful of TMs and the HM Flash, making this one really powerful. Even though it learns a great selection of electric moves, it's still not the best electric choice. It has a defensive disadvantage to ground and an offensive advantage to water and flying. Nintendo was originally going to call Magneton Recoil, but instead they chose for a name that fits when you take a ton of magnets. Wow, okay, so we are definitely going to switch out here. Now, I am thinking we're going to go with Bulbasaur and Leech Seed to start out with. And at that point, this way anything that Magneton is going to do to us is not really going to hurt that much. Sonic Boom is definitely going to hurt because it still does about 20 points of damage with each shot. So what this means is now we can try, let's see, Cut first off. Now fortunately, Bulbasaur is not really immune to Thunder Shock, but it doesn't really do all that much damage. As long as Magneton keeps using Thunder Shock, we have a shot here. Well, Cut didn't do all that much. Thunder Shock is fine with me, so let's continue to ride this out for a while anyway. And now, fortunately, we are definitely level advantage. That doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme, and Tackle isn't doing all that much damage either. So we are going to take a lot of damage here, but we're also weakening this thing up, which is exactly what we wanted here. Now we are going to have to switch in. I'm going to give Charmander a shot, knowing full well that one Thunder Shock could really mess this thing up. So let's see what happens here. Sonic Boom is still going to do about 20 points of damage. That's okay. Leech Seed is still going to help. Let's see if Ember works. And can we take this thing down? Not quite. With a tackle that missed, Magneton will actually knock itself out. Perfect, man. That is exactly what we wanted. And now everybody gains some experience, and pretty good experience at that. Yeah, well, thank you very much. You know what? You did very well. But I kind of had your number. I knew what you were going to use, and yeah, you got beat pretty fairly and pretty soundly. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. You okay? Okay, so now all we have to do is unfortunately end the episode for now. We are completely out of time. This has been Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition the right way. Thanks for watching. Till next time.